One guy pulled a pistol out, hit you in the back of the head, and as soon as he hit you in the back of the head, we ran off. I'm thinking, why y'all ain't help me? Alright, so I might have been 17, 18, maybe even 19 when this went on. I just, I wasn't in school, so, I'm trying to find my way and, trying to make some money. I was working, a little carpet job, driving forklifts, doing here and there, but I was young. I was really young and just trying to find my path in life. So on this particular day, I got off of work, and when I got, sorry about that, make sure y'all go get your Trash Talk merchandise. Holla at me if you want some. But I got off of work, and I'll never forget the car that I had. It was a 1999 black Honda Prelude. We used to call it the Skirt Mobile. Look, what we would do, me and one of my buddies, we just go into a open lot or whatever. Man, put that thing in first gear, hold the clutch. It was a stick shift. Hold the clutch down, push the gas as hard as you can, let go of that clutch, and just skirt. Oh man, I used to love that car. But anyway, on this particular day, I just got off of work. So when I got off work, one of my buddies, he was a really, really good friend, and actually still a good friend of mine to this day. One of my buddies called me, and he's he knew I got off at 7:30. We hung out. This is one of my homies. We hung out all the time. Got off at 7:30, so he calls and he's like, "Yo, Hollywood, you think you can give me and let's call them A and B." So my homeboy is A and his homeboy is B. So he's like, my homeboy A calls me. He's like, "Bro, you Hollywood, you think you can drop me and B off at his house real quick on your way to the house?" I'm like, "Cool, that's no problem." So, like I said, y'all, at this particular time, I'm 17, 18, maybe 19. So at this time, like I said, I'm trying to find my way, and I was selling these things. We're just gonna call them Roxannes. They're pills. They're called Roxannes. I'm not gonna say the name. Now, these particular Roxannes nowadays, or even when I was getting rid of them, they were $25 per Roxanne. I was getting them for $1. $1. Okay, I'm 18 years old, maybe 19, buying hundreds, 200s, 300s of these Roxannes for $1, selling them for $20 to $25. You could imagine what my wallet looked like. So that's a vital part of this story. They didn't know that, my A and B, they didn't know that I was, going through these activities and what I had on me. So at this particular point, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm about to clean up at the job. I'll head your way. I'll call you as soon as I pull into the subdivision. So I pull in to the subdivision, and A and B, they hop in the car. So they hop in, and everything's cool. We having legitimate conversation. I'm telling them about the new music that's coming out. Just chopping it up with my homies. So on the way to drop them off, I'm like running out of gas. So I'm like, look, I gotta stop by the gas station real quick, put some gas in the car. So I pull over to the gas station, and when I get to the gas station, we all hop out. This was the only time they could have seen how much money I had on me. So we all get out. We go into the gas station, and I pull out my wallet. Me being stupid at this young age, not knowing how to move yet, ain't really had no OGs around me. Ain't really had nobody to teach me the game. I was learning this game on my own. And that's the thing about it. When you in the streets, or when you doing dirt, or you doing things that you're not supposed to be doing, you gonna learn either the hard way or the harder way. It's one or two ways. But that's the only time that they could have seen, how much money I had at the time. So I go up to the front desk, to pay for gas, pull my wallet out. Like I said, that has to be the only time they saw it. I mean, remember, selling these things for $1 and or 25 and I'm getting them for $1. My wallet could not fold. I'm telling you, my wallet could not fold. It was thick. So that was when I thought they saw it. So I go outside, start pumping the gas. They come out. My homeboy, he's like, "Hey man, you want to go smoke a blunt real quick before you drop us off?" And I'm thinking, I just got off of work. It's a Friday. Cool, let's do it. So I'm like, "Whoa, where y'all want to go?" This particular place, it's got like these big barn, you'd call them silos, I guess. And we pulled into the subdivision, go over to this secluded area. I mean, actually really pretty spot. It's got these barns and an open field, and this big lake. So, sorry about that. So we get over there and, we're rolling a blunt. So, I'm standing in the middle. My homeboy A is right here to the left of me, and B is over here to the right of me. So we over there smoking, we freestyling, chopping it up, talking junk, talking about the girls we talking to, what we gonna do for the weekend, this and that. 3 guys walk up behind me. So I'm thinking, cool, I don't know these dudes. It didn't seem like they know these dudes. So I'm thinking, let's do it. 3-on-3, perfect, let's go at it. Perfect fight. The last thing I remember is me turning up. I turned my head to spit, which you're not supposed to do, man. Now that I'm looking back at it, when you got somebody squared up in your face, you don't turn your back to them. You don't do that. That was my first mistake. Turn to go spit. I don't know if I got hit with a rubber bar, a metal bar, or it might actually have been a pistol, to be honest with you. So I remember getting hit in the back of my head really, really, really hard. And it staggered me. I fell to the ground like, if you've ever been knocked out before, your knees get weak. Like everything below just like shuts down. So I remember falling to the ground. And the last thing I remember before completely blacking out was a foot just kicking me right in my face. If you can see, that's how my teeth are chipped from this day. I just remember, basically a foot kicking me right there. So I black out. I wake up. I don't know. Might have been 10 minutes. Might have been 2 hours. I don't know. I wake up. Shirt ripped. Pants ripped. So naturally, when you wake up after being knocked out, you have no clue what happened. So I'm thinking, okay, where am I? Why are my clothes ripped? Why is there blood on my shirt? First thing I did was go in my back pocket to reach for my wallet. Guess what? Wallet's gone. Gone. So I get up, still not really coherent enough to figure out in my head what exactly just happened. So I'm walking. I walk over to where my car was, and I looked into the mirror. Guys, my entire face was covered. I mean, covered in blood. So I'll never forget it. It was this lady. She was walking her dog, and she looked at me. She's like, "Oh my God, are you okay? What do you need? Let me call an ambulance. What happened?" I'm like, "Ma'am, I have no clue what happened." She's like, "I'm gonna call you an ambulance. Your teeth are hanging out." They did a number on me, y'all. I still have a scar here. I got a lump in the back of my head from whatever they hit me with, and obviously, the chipped teeth. So they did their work just to get that money I had. So the lady calls an ambulance. They pick me up, and at this time I still have no clue what happened. I'm in the back of the ambulance. They're like, "Hey, what happened? What do you remember?" I'm like, "Bro, I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything." Went to the hospital. They fixed me up a little bit, and then they sent me on my way. They might have kept me at the hospital maybe an hour, if that. No cops were involved, because I honestly did not remember what happened. Nothing. I don't remember what happened. So on my way to the house, I think my mama came to pick me up. Yeah, my mama came and got me. So on the way to the house, I'm sitting here trying to put 2 and 2 together. And I'm like, okay, I remember. After a while, things start to come back in your memory. You start to, okay, put this here and this here and that happened. So I'm like, I remember picking up A, my homeboy A, and B was with us. So I'm like, let me call homeboy A. I called my homeboy. I'm like, bro, what happened? Somebody, they beat me up. Somebody took all my money. I'm like, what happened? He was like, bruh, you don't remember? It was me, you, and B. We was at the lake smoking. These three dudes walked up on us. One guy pulled a pistol out, hit you in the back of the head, and as soon as he hit you in the back of the head, we ran off. I'm thinking, why y'all ain't help me? If it's us three and three other dudes, one hit me in the back of the head, why y'all ain't help me? Right then and there, I knew, I don't know for sure. Maybe they did run off. Maybe they did run off. Maybe they didn't know these people. Or maybe they set me up. Like I said, they saw me at the gas station. Hey, we're going to go over here and smoke a blunt. Meet us over here. We're going to knock him out. We're going to take his money. That could be a possibility. So I called him. I'm like, well, why you ain't help me? He was like, man, we got out. As soon as we saw that gun, we left. So once he did that, I hung up the phone. And I had hatred in my heart for a long time. I wanted revenge. Not only on homeboy A, B, but the other C, D, and E. I wanted revenge on every single one of them. But I was, during this time, like I said, I was going through my figuring out of how to be a man. I didn't go for revenge. I could have, I could have went out there and done something stupid and possibly get locked up for the majority of my life. But I forgave. I want y'all to take that in. He may or he may not have set that up, my homeboy. But either way, I forgave. So 10 years, 15 years down the road, I go to him, I'm like, look, bro, it's in the past. And I'm a strong believer in karma. If he did set me up, whatever you put out, you're going to get it back tenfold. If he didn't, then good. But I'm the kind of person, after time heals all, it healed it, and I went to South Carolina and came back. So, when I came back, they embraced. And, so these particular people, they've been around for a while in my life. I'd call them my day ones. And, I forgave them. I really did. But I just want y'all to know that you really can't trust everybody you're around. And forgiveness is a big thing. A wise man once said, forgiving someone isn't for them. Forgiving somebody is for yourself. We out.